Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Girlie. If you're new, thank you for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed. Don't leave without subscribing. And if you're returning, hey, what's up? Welcome back. So today's video, as you can see from the title, is basically my go-to look. Now, everyone's go-to look is very different. Mine just so happens to be like, I feel like it's the look that everyone's doing right now, but I just really like it. It's the lashes, lip gloss, glowy skin. That is my look. Like, I love it. I don't have the words. So today's video is basically going to be comprised of how is mainly focused on the base, because child, I can't do my lashes to save my life. I sit here for 30 minutes and cry self, so I don't think I can teach anyone that part. But yeah, so it's mostly base. We're gonna do a little color correcting, we're gonna do highlighting, and a little bit of contour. Literally, we're using 3 different colored concealers. Jackie Aina would be so proud. And of course, foundation. This is the the Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I've never tried this. I've always been very skeptical because I have dry skin and it says it's for normal to oily skin. So I've always been very skeptical to try this. And also, I've just never found my shade. I don't know if they started increasing the shade range or I don't know what happened. But yeah, I decided to give it a shot. I got it in shade 336, which is warm olive, which is making me a little bit scared because I ain't olive undertone. I am wow. I am golden undertone. And just in case you don't know what undertones are, like, it's very difficult to describe, but basically it's like, you know how like this is brown fair, but you can see that it's a little bit, ooh, focus, it's focusing on the wrong thing, but you can see how it has a little bit of yellow in it. That is the undertone. So the easiest way to find your undertone is to look at your veins. If they're green, like mine are green. I don't know if you can really see that. It's really focusing on my face. God damn. Like, see, I don't think you can really see my veins. But yeah, if your veins are green, it means you're a warm undertone. And then if your veins are blue, it means you're a cooler undertone. Also, it's really important in like a lot of things, like jewelry. If you're a warm undertone, gold looks better. If you're a cooler undertone, silver looks better on your skin. So yeah, it's a whole color theory thing. But yeah, if they're neither blue or green, it means you're neutral, so a little bit of both. So that is why it's important to know your undertone, because then you'll know if you should get one that's like golden, or if you get one that's like greenish, that's like the olive one, or if you should get one that's reddish. Sorry, my phone buzzed and I was like, distracted. So yeah, they're like, literally just look it up on YouTube. There are a million like ways that can help you determine your undertone. It's not that okay, it's not super hard, but yeah. So we're trying this. It's a little bit of a first impressions there. So yeah, I think we can get started, right? So my brows are already done, because you know, brows are brows. I feel like you guys already know this is my go-to. It's a powder, but then it also has a wax, so it's a little bit of both a powder and a, well, not really a pomade, but like it's like a little bit, you know, it's like not a pomade. It's not gonna be as dark as a pomade, but it gives the fix of a pomade. And of course, I used my clear brown mascara on top. Love that. So the first thing we're gonna do is hydrate. Standard procedure. I take a little bit of the Neutrogena Hydro Boost City Shield. Wow, where's the English? And some Essence highlighting drops. Like I said, we're going for a dewy look, so dewy glowy look. Okay, as you can see, the highlighting drops already added a bit of a sheen to my face, but yeah, I feel like I didn't put a lot on my forehead because I'm trying to like not mess up my brows, but it's whatever, it's whatever. If I'm being quite honest, I don't really prime. As you can see, like my primer is even like dirty because it was like at the bottom of my makeup basket thing. But I feel like priming is really important sometimes because it really just makes your foundation sit perfectly. So I'm just gonna add a little bit around my nose and this area. Okay, next. Oh no, this is not next. Next we're gonna color correct. So color correct is another thing that has to do with color theory. If you have hyperpigmentation, like I don't know if you can really see, I have some here and here, and you know, the side is not as bad. I genuinely don't know what caused it, but this helps. Anyway, so what you're gonna do is take this and cover all your hyperpigmentation. I try not to add too much. As you can see in like a get ready with me that I did a while ago, I put way too much and I was orange. I also put some under my eye because that's usually where a lot of people have hyperpigmentation. It can also be used to cover acne scars. Another thing I wanted to make sure I did in this video was use drugstore makeup that is like available in our beloved Botswana land. So yeah, all of these you can buy at like Discam or Clicks. Yeah, so you have to blend it out obviously. I want to use a brush because I don't want to blend, I didn't put a lot, so I don't want to blend it out too much, but I want to make sure it's blended. So mostly focus on the edges obviously, like don't blend it into oblivion because then your hard work will be gone. I feel like this isn't even enough, but I don't want to make the same mistake I made last time because that was whew. So yeah, what you can do is add a concealer that is your shade, like your face shape, so not the one you would use to highlight, but the one that's like your complexion. Add that over it just to help with like blending so you don't look too orange. That's another thing. I don't really do that because I'm lazy, but you know, if you're not, go ahead and do your thing. What I'm gonna do is go in with this. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. Let's see. I mean, first impressions, it's actually more warm than olive. I don't know where they got olive. Like, that is freaking yellow. That is, you see how golden it is? Like, you can see the yellow. But now I also feel like maybe it's not even my shade, so T for tense. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. This could go really badly. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't even say I put one squirt because I don't know, like it's not a squirt bottle, but anyway, I think I put more on the side. Let's blend. That wasn't enough. I mean, so far it's blending out pretty great. I just feel like I'm using a lot, but I think it's because I don't know how much I'm using because I'm not like squirting it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more on the side, and then here, if I feel like I can still see the orange. Is it red or orange? I feel like it's orange. Yeah, the orange, the corrector. I go back with it a little bit. Here, I'm not around my eyes. I'm not too worried because I'm gonna put concealer, but still put a little because then you don't want your concealer to like, you don't want it to still show because your concealer is not gonna cover everything. I feel like I'm using so much, but it really is blending out immaculately. Immaculate. And I think the shade match is pretty good. So we're all blended out. My thoughts on this. It blended out pretty good. I can't even, like, the shade match was good. It blended out really good. I don't know how it's gonna go throughout the day because I'm not really leaving the house, so I can't like do a wear test or anything like that. But it doesn't feel too mattifying, and there's still a bit of a glisten, a glow, you know. Yeah. So the next thing I'm gonna do is highlight and contour that way. So basically what this does is it brings certain features forward and makes more light hit them, and it takes certain features back and creates shadows. So this is really how, you know how sometimes you look at someone and you're like, you look nothing, like when they have makeup on, you're like, you look nothing like this when you don't have makeup on. This is why, because they've like contoured everything and that chiseled. So I start with this. The features I want to bring forward are obviously my under eyes, my forehead, you know, just the basics. So like you can still see a little bit of my hyperpigmentation, a little bit, but I'm not too bothered. I could, like I said, if I wanted to, I really could add more concealer and stuff. Clearly I didn't add enough corrector because I was scared it would make me orange. So yeah, it's really just figuring out how much pigmentation, how much you need to cover your pigmentation. So I usually let this dry down a bit because then I get the most coverage. That's another trick. I don't really like to contour, so I use minimal. That's why it's so full. I literally just use a little. I follow, like, I do this, that line. Yeah, I really don't put a lot. I usually blend it out with my little contour angled brush. Is it a contour? Yeah, foundation and contour. So I've let the concealer dry down a bit. I'm gonna blend it out. Blending it onto my eyelid as well because it then acts like a base, if that makes sense, you know. You see how the side you can still see the bag a little bit, and then the side you can't. The power of concealer. So I think I just need to add a little bit more on the side. Not too much, never too much. Did I just put that in my eye? Oh my god. Another tip is to really be gentle as you blend. Like, don't pound your face to oblivion. Also, don't overblend so much that the product disappears, because then what's the point, you know? So yeah, next thing after that is setting your foundation, because you don't want it to go on everything. You know, when we used to go out, you don't want your foundation to last the whole day, and like not get on people's shirts when you hug them. Remember when hugging wasn't illegal? Yeah, but anyway, life, you know. So what I do is set with translucent powder. You can really use whatever works for you. I like one with a golden undertone. I got this at Discam. You can really use whichever one you prefer. I don't like baking because I have dry skin, as I have mentioned before. So I really just sit. Like, I just take a little bit of powder and push it into the skin. So the places that you set with this powder are the places where you put the highlighting concealer, because it's light. So again, it's another form of highlighting. I don't want to put a lot because, again, this foundation said it is for for oily skin. So if I put a lot and it's matte, I don't want to look cakey and matte. I never like I don't like, I get the appeal of matte foundation, I just don't like it on myself. On other people it can look well, on myself it's always like eh. And then the next thing we're gonna do is set our face with a powder that is your complexion, lightly, because you don't want to get rid of the glow and you don't want to mattify your whole face. So another thing that I love to do is take my translucent powder, the one with a golden tone, shake it up to get more product, take the product and reverse contour. So what reverse contouring does is, it's literally that you're doing the reverse of using a shade, using a powder, like a contour or a powder that like takes your features in. So this further, like, you remember how we highlighted, we contoured here, so by adding this I'm bringing this forward, and this, because of that, this goes even further back into the shadow, if that makes sense. Like obviously when you're looking at me like that, you see how like I have now, that's the goal. This I usually leave on a bit longer than the one under my eye, because under eye are so delicate. I don't like to play too much with them. I don't like, it's so delicate guys, it's so delicate. Anyway, what else do I do? I think what I'm gonna do next is some quick eyeshadow. For this look I don't do much eyeshadow. I just add some browns. Why am I drinking? So I'm just gonna add this brown all over my lid. Take this darker shade and just put it here, just to give it a little bit of depth. I'm gonna go in with this champagne shade. This champagne shade. I'm trying to make it focus, but it's really not. This champagne shade. Yeah. I'm gonna go in with that. With what I like to use is a flat brush. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is add lashes. I'm gonna do that off camera because otherwise we'll be here together for a million hours. I don't think we want to do that, so I'll be right back. Next thing I'm gonna do is add some bronzer. I broke this palette, I dropped it, so I can't really show you because this will fall, but yeah, I'm gonna add this highlighter and this, the mixture of these two. Again, like I said, I don't really like contour, so I'm going in really lightly with this angled brush. Standard procedure. Actually, I'm gonna take this one because it's a little fluffier. Again, you hit the same place that you were hitting with the contour earlier. Sorry, I feel like my nose is blocked, so I'm talking weird now. What I'm gonna do is add a little bit of blush. I use eyeshadow because I can't find a shade of blush that I like. This is really bright, so I use a little bit on the apples of my cheek. I tap it off. Another tip is don't ever feel like just because it's eyeshadow you can't use it for something else. Yeah, I feel like my nose is blocked, guys. I'm so sorry for sounding weird. End it out. You don't want to look like a clown, please. I mean, I know sometimes we're all clowns in life, but this ain't the time, you know. The brush that I was using to set earlier, I'm just gonna dust off this translucent powder that I was using to reverse contour, and then kind of just buff everything so that it blends and looks seamless. I feel like that's blended, and then I'm gonna add highlight and then we'll be done. Oh, lips. I always forget lips. Alright, last but not least. First thing you gotta do is make sure your lips are moisturized. That's always my biggest mistake. And then I'm shocked as to why things aren't blending, because it's me. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is line with this brown lipstick. I think I got it from like Woolworths. So to do that, I just take the brush. Yeah. It's really brown and I like that. Maybe we'll be okay. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is add this pink lipstick. I don't really, oh, it's not even lipstick, it's liquid liner, liquid lipstick. I thought it was like lip gloss, but anyway. So yeah, I never really like it, so we'll see what happens. I think I don't like the texture, but I like what it's doing. And then the last thing I do is add lip gloss. And we're all done. Let me go let me fix my hair so I can get the full idea of what's going on. I'll be right back.